What's up everyone, and thank you for stopping by the channel. Today's project is this Craftsman leaf blower, and the problem is that it simply will not start. Let's take a good look at it, find out what's wrong with it, and hopefully we can fix it. In this video, we try and repair this blower. However, it may not be the exact repair that you need to make to yours. We'll explore other options later in the video. So the blower was picked up from a garage sale, and I was told that it doesn't run and it just needs a spark plug and some fuel lines. Now, I never believe what the seller says because they just want to sell it. Well, needless to say, I did pick it up for cheap because it doesn't run, and hopefully I didn't waste my money. Now, according to the sticker that's on it, it looks to be about 9 years old, so it's in pretty good shape externally. That doesn't apply to the engine though, and the easiest way to test that is to slowly pull on the rope and feel how much the engine fights back. So it doesn't feel like there's a lot of compression because the rope is pretty easy to pull. Now that's not a good sign, however it's not the end of the world though. It just means that the engine is a little worn out. Now the next thing I want to do is put some fuel in the carburetor's throat and try starting it. Unfortunately, it didn't even try and start, which is terrible news. Now, since we physically put fuel into the engine, I want to confirm that we have spark. And to do that, I'm going to use a spark checker. Simply install it inline to the spark plug, pull the rope a few times, and watch for an orange glow in the tester. Well, the good news is that we have spark, but the bad news is that we probably don't have enough compression for it to run. Now to test for the compression, I'm going to use a compression tester. You can get this on Amazon for a few dollars or borrow one from a mechanic friend. Just remove the spark plug, install the tester, and pull the rope a couple times while squeezing the trigger. Well, that's not good news. The reading is about 30 psi, which is not enough for the engine to run. Now, I do believe that my gauge is probably not accurate, but it still gives me an idea of how worn out the engine is. And in this case, it says the engine is very worn out. So I'm going to look inside the engine and see what kind of damage there is. Now, to look inside the engine, I need to remove the rear engine cover and remove the muffler. This will let me see the side of the piston and the ring for any sort of possible damage. So this is the side of the piston and the ring, and to see the whole thing, slowly pull on the rope. And I hate to say it, it's got some scoring on it, which is the reason why the compression is low. So what could have caused this? Well, the most likely reason is the fuel in the tank. If the fuel mixture doesn't have enough oil, this type of damage can happen. Luckily for us, there is still a tiny amount of fuel in the tank from the previous owner for us to examine, and I'm pretty sure you can guess what we're going to find here. And of course, the fuel looks to be almost 100% gas and barely any two-cycle oil in it. And I hate to say it, but it looks like this is a good candidate for an engine rebuild. Now, depending upon where I get the parts, the cost will be at least $60 to $80, and it should take a few hours. I wouldn't have to do this repair, though, if the previous owner used the proper fuel mixture. I'm not going to guess exactly what happened. Instead, I'm just going to weigh the cost of repairing this versus the value of the blower. Now, for a price reference, a brand new leaf blower from Hypertech is about $88. So my question to you is, would you buy a new leaf blower rather than fixing this one? Now, this blower's value when it was running was quite low to begin with, so is the investment worth it? I know how I feel about it, but I'd like to hear what you have to say. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time here. Please feel free to ask any questions, and I hope to see you in my next video.